Welcome to Top 10 Amazing Facts. Today we are diving into the 10 most densely populated countries in the world. Some are island paradises, others are global powerhouses, and one is so small it could fit inside Central Park. Stick around to find out which nation tops the list, and don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and comment below. Let's begin. Number 10. Mauritius. We start off with the beautiful island nation of Mauritius, located in the Indian Ocean just east of Madagascar. With a population of around 1.24 million people living in only 790 square miles, Mauritius has a density of about 1,568 people per square mile. The capital, Port Louis, is home to around 147,000 residents, which makes up about 12% of the population. Though compact, Mauritius is one of Africa's most developed countries, with a thriving economy based on tourism, textiles, and sugar. Interesting fact, Mauritius was the only known home of the dodo, the famously extinct flightless bird. Because the island had no natural predators, the dodo evolved without fear until humans and invasive species arrived. Within about a century of its discovery in the late 1500s, the dodo was gone. But here's the twist. The dodo lives on as a national symbol of Mauritius. You'll find it on coins, stamps, souvenirs, and even the country's coat of arms. It's a powerful emblem of extinction and a reminder of how fragile ecosystems can be. Number 9. Taiwan, a bustling island just off the southeastern coast of China. With 23.5 million people living within 13,976 square miles, its density comes out to around 1,673 people per square mile. The capital, Taipei, is home to about 2.6 million people, and if you include the metro area, that jumps to over 7 million, roughly 30% of the country. Taiwan is known for its vibrant street food scene, high-tech exports like semiconductors, and a mountainous landscape that makes the urban centers feel even more packed than they already are. Fun fact, in Taiwan, garbage trucks play classical music like Beethoven's Für Elise, or A Maiden's Prayer, to announce their arrival. It's not a lullaby for trash, but a polite public cue for residents to bring out their garbage bags in person. No curbside bins, just a musical heads-up and a dash to the street. Number 8. Barbados. At number 8 is the Caribbean gem of Barbados, with about 290,000 people living on just 166 square miles. That works out to a density of around 1,710 people per square mile. The capital, Bridgetown, has about 110,000 residents, or roughly 38% of the population. Despite its small size, Barbados has an outsized global presence. Barbados, once a British colony from 1625 to 1966, has since charted its own course, first gaining independence and then becoming a republic in 2021. Today, it stands as a proud sovereign nation, no longer under the British monarchy, but still a member of the Commonwealth, embracing its identity and future on its own terms. It also boasts one of the highest literacy rates in the Western Hemisphere and is known for its rich cultural heritage and stunning beaches. Fun fact, Barbados is the birthplace of international superstar Rihanna, who is an ambassador for Barbados and was officially declared a national hero in November of 2021, making her official title the Right Excellent Robin Rihanna Fenty. Number 7. Bangladesh. Now we get into one of the biggest players on this list, Bangladesh. Despite being a relatively large country in terms of land, 57,320 square miles, it has over 171 million people, giving it a density of approximately 3,017 people per square mile. The capital city, Dhaka, is bursting at the seams with 22.4 million people, which accounts for about 13% of the country's total. Bangladesh is the world's second-largest exporter of garments, and its economy has been growing steadily. But space, that's in short supply. Interesting fact, Bangladesh is home to the world's largest mangrove forest, the Sundarbans, a UNESCO World Heritage Site that stretches across the delta of the Ganges, Brahmaputra, and Meghna rivers. It's not only a biodiversity hotspot, but also the last stronghold of the endangered Royal Bengal tiger, which happens to be the country's national animal. Number 6. Malta. From South Asia, we jump to the Mediterranean to visit Malta, one of Europe's smallest and sunniest nations. With just 122 square miles of land and a population of around 525,000, Malta's density is approximately 4,271 people per square mile. Its capital, Valletta, is home to just 6,000 people, less than 1.5% of the population. But the island's urban areas, especially around Sliema and St. Julian's, are packed. Malta is rich in history, home to ancient megalithic temples and medieval cities. It's also a favorite filming location and a hub for tourism, especially among Europeans. Interesting fact, Malta is home to some of the oldest freestanding structures in the world, older than the Egyptian pyramids and Stonehenge. The Gantaja temples on the island of Gozo date back to around 3600 BCE, and their name literally means place of giants in Maltese. Ancient legend says they were built by a giantess who carried the stones on her head while nursing a baby. These temples are part of Malta's trio of UNESCO World Heritage Sites, and they're a goldmine for anyone fascinated by prehistoric architecture, mythology, or ancient engineering. Number 5. Maldives. Next up is the tropical archipelago of the Maldives, known for its luxury resorts and turquoise waters. But this paradise is also incredibly packed. With just 115 square miles of land spread across nearly 1,200 islands, it holds a population of about 530,000. That's a density of around 4,477 people per square mile. The capital, Malé, is extremely crowded, with about 233,000 residents, nearly 44% of the nation's population, living on an island that's only 3.20 square miles in size. Space is so tight that multi-story schools, vertical housing, and even floating developments are becoming the norm. And being the lowest-lying country in the world, it's also highly vulnerable to climate change. Fun fact, the Maldives held the world's first underwater cabinet meeting in 2009. The president and his ministers donned scuba gear and met beneath the waves to sign a declaration urging global action on climate change. It was a dramatic and visually unforgettable way to highlight the country's vulnerability to rising sea levels. Number 4. Bahrain, a wealthy island nation in the Persian Gulf. Covering approximately 304 square miles, it is home to about 1.7 million people, giving it a density of nearly 4,828 people per square mile. The capital city, Manama, hosts about 560,000 people, accounting for roughly one-third of the population. Though small, Bahrain is a key financial center in the Middle East and has a rich history dating back thousands of years to the ancient Dilmun civilization. Today, it's known for oil, finance, and the Bahrain Grand Prix. Fun fact, Bahrain was once the pearl capital of the world. Long before oil, its economy thrived on natural pearls harvested from the warm waters of the Persian Gulf. These pearls were so prized that ancient Greeks and Romans wrote about their beauty, and Bahrain's pearling industry became legendary across continents. Today, the legacy lives on in the Pearling Testimony of an Island Economy UNESCO World Heritage Site, which includes oyster beds, merchant houses, and a historic coastal trail. Number 3. Vatican City. Coming in at number 3 is a country so small you could walk across it in less than 30 minutes. Vatican City. With a fluctuating population of around 800 people living in an area of only 0.19 square miles, its density is around 4,662 people per square mile, depending on who's present. What makes it unique is that it's not a typical residential state. Many residents are clergy, Swiss guards, or officials of the Catholic Church. While it may be tiny, it's also one of the most powerful spiritual and political centers in the world, being the headquarters of the Roman Catholic Church. Interesting fact, Vatican City is the only country in the world that's entirely a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The whole place, every chapel, courtyard, and cobblestone, is protected for its cultural and historical significance. That means when you step into Vatican City, you're not just visiting a country, You're walking through a living museum, a spiritual capital, and a global treasure all rolled into 121 acres. Number 2. Singapore. This city-state has mastered the art of urban living. With 6 million people living in just 284 square miles, Singapore has a population density of about 20,212 people per square mile. Since it's a sovereign city-state, 100% of the population lives within the capital itself. Yet Singapore remains one of the most efficient and greenest cities in the world, with rooftop gardens, vertical forests, and strict regulations that keep it clean and orderly. It's also a financial giant, a cultural melting pot, and an innovation powerhouse. In Singapore, dense doesn't mean disorganized, it means smart. Fun fact: chewing gum is banned in Singapore, but not entirely. Since 1992, the sale of chewing gum has been restricted to keep public spaces clean. But in 2004, the rules were relaxed slightly to allow medicinal or dental gum, like nicotine gum, with a prescription. Number 1. Monaco. And finally, the crown goes to Monaco, the densest sovereign country in the world. Just 0.80 square miles in size, Monaco crams in nearly 39,000 residents, giving it an astronomical density of 47,775 people per square mile. Like Singapore and the Vatican, the whole country functions as its capital. With no room to expand, the country has even built neighborhoods on reclaimed land from the sea. And yes, Monaco has more millionaires per capita than any other place on Earth. Monaco is more than just glitz. It's a marvel of space management. Fun fact: known for its luxury Formula One race, the Monaco Grand Prix. It is the only Formula One race that doesn't follow the standard minimum race distance of 303 kilometers. Instead, it runs just 260.286 kilometers over 78 laps, making it the shortest race on the F1 calendar. So there you have it, the 10 most densely populated countries in the world. Some are mega-cities, others are peaceful islands, but all of them are finding creative ways to make tight spaces work. Which of these would you most and least want to live in? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap that notification bell for more top 10 amazing facts from around the world. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.